Hello and welcome to India Career Center, the one-stop podcast for students, professionals, parents and guardians. In every episode, we will try to deal with a current topic that needs expert advice related to career guidance and career mentoring. Please welcome your host, Dr. S.P. Mishra to the show and happy listening.
This subject is actually getting a lot of traction and attention because we are all surrounded by a lot of information. We are surrounded by a lot of gadgets in our lives, and we are constantly in touch with the the world through our gadgets, through our information technology gadgets. While it is essential in today's time, at the same time, we are also, all of us are vulnerable to the deep cyber bullies and deep fakes and all kinds of threats which are also coming along with this. So I'm delighted to welcome today Varsha Vaishali, who joins us from Toronto. She runs an organization called CHS, which is basically trying to help people who are affected by the cybercrime, the AI bullies, and they are looking at not just the technology but also looking at how to help people on the human side. To learn more about what CHS is doing and how Vaishali has started this, let's welcome Varsha Vaishali to this conversation. And so, Varsha, thank you so much for joining us today.
Thank you. Namaskar to all of your viewers. My name is Varsha Vaishali. I'm founder of Cyber Harassment Support, CHS. CHS exists because online harm is real. Cyber harassment, sextortion, impersonation, and AI driven scams can destroy confidence, safety, and mental peace. We provide compassionate support, tactical guidance, and community education to prevent abuse and help people take their rights next step. Our mission is simple: empowering every voice, ending cyber silence because every click deserves respect. That is what about in nutshell about CHS cyber harassment support.
Okay, Varsha, to start our conversation, let's first understand about yourself. So, briefly tell about yourself, how your journey has taken you from India, Odisha to Toronto, and from there, we will discuss about the CHS in more in detail.
So I'm just like you, ordinary girl who did her bachelor's and her master's. I did my bachelor's in IT. And I started working in Tata Consultancy Services, TCS. I was a developer there. Then my career grew. I came to Canada to explore more with my work permit. And then I grew as a project manager. I was always interested into IT. I always saw different aspects of IT. Even when I was working as a developer, I wanted to know the entire delivery cycle of IT, how it works, how people get impacted. My goal was never just to get the product delivered, but to understand the impact on humanity, how it's affecting. So even after coming to Canada, I was closely connected with India and looking into various human aspects. And when I saw that humanity is getting affected because of IT, because technology was always there to help people, but when it started the human aspect, it actually moved me. And I thought of raising the voice against this harassment and actually making humanity first instead of technology first. And with that compassion in mind, I thought of starting cyber harassment support, wherein we focus on all those aspects of humanity which has been neglected. I would say not neglected, has not been looked into that deeply because of the technological rush that we are doing. People are getting affected because of that.
Okay, yeah, I have the opportunity to look at some of your past conversations, and you mentioned about a personal moment in which actually you thought you should start something related to CHS. So, can you briefly tell our viewers about the about?
Yeah, for sure. I was always passionate about women empowerment, women education, especially in India, because I belong there. I always wanted that women should be encouraged to study. One of the news wherein I saw that a lady, a young girl, who was harassed and blackmailed by her college principal because she wanted to study and grow, and she was from a very poor background. That actually shook me, and that was a moment when I felt something really needs to be done here. where we want our youngsters to come forward to actually contribute to country's growth and economy rather than being silent, sidelined because of cyber harassment or any sextortion kind of a thing. People get into depression. Women do not want to go to college anymore. Those kind of things are happening. And we really want that this should be stopped and people should be encouraged and world should grow. It's not something I'm talking about just India. World should grow, the economy should grow, and we should understand that in long run we have to support each other. Growth can never be individual; it has to be collective. So that is what we are having in our mind, and we are trying to look forward to and trying to create some reforms by helping people and making even the lawmakers and the techies to understand it's always humanity first. It's not that how big an invention we do, but it's more important how it helps people and how humanity is supported because of that. Because in today's world, when we have so many AI tools and devices, it's very important to have responsible AI with proper guardrails, which can actually help us grow rather than being pulled back or having mental issues like depression or being silenced or sidelined because of any kind of cyberbullying kind of thing.
Okay, Varsha, so you continue to work in the IT field. I mean, you have your major background is of IT and project management. So does this background really help little more in terms of your current activity? So that is helping you more, or um, your, as you mentioned, I think humanity is more important, so that angle is something which has to be focused. And you also mentioned about AI and the guardrails. So these domain knowledge and expertise are important, but then is it really helping you to create this CHS in a better way, or you'd have otherwise also created because of what you saw around you?
So it's a very interesting question, actually. You touched the core with this question. There are two sides of it. First of all, yes, definitely, because I'm in industry for last 15 years, I understand the domain very clearly. If you tell me something, I can visualize what might have been, if not in very great depth. But yeah, I do understand better than a normal person who is not exposed to ID for last 15 years. I understand how the product would have been coded or those kind of things. At the same time, even if I was not in IT, I would have definitely taken this up because as soon as we wake up in the early in the morning, we use our phones. I see children, toddlers watching the YouTube shorts from the parents, and the feeds and the algorithms pull anything and everything, which affects the child. So if I am in IT, it helps me. But if I wasn't in IT as well, this is a burning issue which is happening throughout the world and it needs to be addressed. So growth at the cost of humanity should not happen. We are not against innovation. We are not against IT because I myself is into IT. But I am definitely against something. Let's take a small example. Say I am having a car. If I'm able to drive the car and it's saving my energy and I'm able to commute from one place to another, it's a beautiful invention. But if the same car tries to, do something else, or it's built in such a way that as soon as I start it, it goes and crashes somewhere, or it is not doing what it is supposed to do, or exploiting me, then it becomes a problem. And my issue is there when data is not respected, privacy is not respected, and human angles are not respected. So yeah, if I was in, because I'm in IT, it helps. But even if I was not in IT, I would definitely approach this concern.
Okay, so you have mentioned in past discussions how online abuse can escalate to real life dangers like stalking. Can you share an example of your early inventions?
So let me talk about some of the social media aspects of it. Everybody, let me talk like offline. If somebody is following someone or somebody is standing in front of my house or following me from my college to home, everybody knows that this is not correct. But when it comes online, people are a little confused. They're not aware to name it as online stalking. And it is a problem and it is punishable under law. But you can take simple prevention steps like in your social media accounts, you have to check your privacy settings, to whom it is visible and how much visibility I want to give. On personal level, we can do it. And we also should make sure that if I do not want these things to happen with me, I should not be doing the same things to somebody else. So, stalking is a problem. I have seen myself with my friends and colleagues that their pictures have been taken, fake accounts have been created, and they have been harassed because of that. It's a problem. And because of that, a lot of things might happen. People might start cyberbullying you or looking into your locations. And as soon as your data is public, anything can happen. Anything is, I mean, anything. So it is very important that we should not overshare information. We should not give our live locations and we should share as much as is safe. For example, say, if I'm taking a picture with my car, I should try to blur the number or the locations because these things might lead to a lot of other things and we don't know who is watching our information. I know with the social media age, people love to share, but then we have to be sensible. It's high time that we treat our data with a lot of care and keep our privacy at utmost importance.
Okay, so Varsha, the world of information and world of AI is such vast. You are trying to address a big challenge, and you recently started your initiative, CS. So, for those who don't know about your organization, give a brief about the organization and also what exactly you're trying to address.
So, CHS stands for Cyber Harassment Support. It's a Canadian non for profit founded to support people affected by online abuse and to educate communities on digital safety. What CHS does is we support victims of cyber harassment, sextortion, bullying, impersonation, blackmail, or online threats. Awareness and prevention workshops and communities, especially for women, youth, and seniors. Guidance on next step like if somebody is having any kind of issue, we guide them. What are the next steps? What are the safety action? We document, we help them document, report those resources to inappropriate place. We promote digital dignity and respectful behavior online. And our mission line is very simple, empowering every voice, ending cyber silence because every click deserves respect. Our website is www.chssupport.org. If someone needs help, they can directly connect me through our number that is +1 365 351 5396. You can drop me an email and all the details are available online. There is one more tool that we have in CHS. It will be in full swing after 1 or 2 weeks, wherein you can upload the file, the video or the audio file, and we can tell you whether it's AI generated audio or video, or whether it is a real audio or video. And for now, before 2 weeks, if you want those kind of reports, you can always reach out to us on our website or give me a call or an email, and we can find out within 3 days whether it's a AI generated audio or video and let you know that these are the reporting ways that you can help yourself if there's something has happened relating to AI impersonation.
Okay, so currently you're based in Canada. So your major operation is actually out of Canada. But then what about other countries, including India? How those operations are taking place?
So currently we are in Nigeria and our next awareness is going to be in Kenya, and we also operate in India and Canada. CHS is a global organization because if somebody is doing cyber harassment to someone in Canada, it might happen from Russia. And if somebody is getting affected in Russia, it might happen from India. It's a global scale problem. It's not country related. How we operate is that we have partners in Nigeria, in Kenya, and we generally partner with NGOs, those who are relating to child safety and women's safety. We conduct webinars And believe me, people from Nigeria, Uganda, Ghana have been reaching out to us. And because we cannot be there everywhere to help people, and we do not want people to spend a single penny on such kind of things when they're already harassed, we partner with such kind of organizations, and we have helped quite a many. And there has been cases in Nigeria where we helped a young girl who was going through sextortion and blackmail, and we handed her safely to a local NGO, and then her case was taken up and she did not have to pay anything, and her case has been reported safely. Recent case, I helped someone. She's a social media influencer and she's from Toronto. She was harassed on a platform named Tumblr where there was a lot of cyberbullying done regarding to linking her to someone. We just don't give solution. We try to create the trust factor. We make the person understand that what you are feeling is valid. We don't invalidate the person saying that, oh, it's fine, it's happening. We try to build the trust. We try to understand what the case is and then give them appropriate solutions. We don't assure that, okay, as soon as we pitch in, all your money will come back or everything. But we understand the human aspect. We give them the right direction. Where law firms ask around $1,000, we do it free of cost. We understand the human aspect. We give them practical steps. But we do not stop there. Even after that, we follow up. We empower them. What are the ways that even in future, if such kind of issues do happen, how you can help yourself, how these things can be prevented. So that's how our entire look goes in. Perfect partnership with Oakville Public Library. It's a public organization. We have ongoing sessions in schools and in community centers in Toronto where we go physically wherever it is possible. We also have partnership with Halton Regional Police Services. Whatever materials we provide, whatever things I go and speak, I try my best to get it reviewed from the police services, the Cyber Cell of Canada, and then go and speak. And I always try to touch the human aspect when women, especially having this I've seen videos or anything like that. This is not the end of the world. Or somebody who has been affected by, say, digital arrest or any kind of a link that they have clicked and lost their money. That is not the end of the world. We will try to report it. Accidents do happen. We don't see it as a taboo. When best of the drivers can go and still have an accident, somebody who is using online tools might also face. We don't judge people, we try to empower them. But our first step is always to conduct webinars, workshop. And the way I'm telling you, similarly, I keep on telling people that these are the ways you can prevent yourself. Our future aim is not to just have webinars or seminars, to have workshops wherein people can get their devices. We can do the vulnerability assessment of the device and let them know that this is a way that you can help yourself, prevent yourself. And one of the things that I have targeted for next week is to debug or to tell people in simple, plain English what these AI laws are, say DPTP of India or EU Act. So those kind of acts. In next week in my community, I have a WhatsApp group in my community and my website as well as my social media pages. What does mean to us? When suppose I go to a shop, I do a shopping, I buy some clothes for myself and somebody casually asks me, can you please give me your phone number and email address? As a customer, as a citizen, I have all the rights to say no. If they say that, no, we cannot do the billing, then we have to know the proper reporting channels because our data is our right. I simply always say that I would not share my paternal property with anyone, right? It is as important as that. My data is my right. And that is what we try to spread. Laws are at their own place, but then people are not aware. And we want to spread that in simple English, simple local languages. I speak Hindi, Odia. I want to spread in that so that people are aware. And where there is awareness, there is empowerment.
So, Varsha, a lot of it is actually your own personal drive and enthusiasm and involvement. But if you have to really grow this into a bigger mission, you need obviously people, support, funding, and all that. So, how do you see that happening?
That's again another question which touches my heart. Of course, this is not something which I can take it forward alone. This mission is not my personal mission. This is something I want to do for people. And I welcome volunteers to join in. and spread the word. And as soon as you guys join in, I'll definitely let you know how we can do. But the only thing I request, even if it's not CHS, you don't join me, please do not be silenced against any kind of harassment, because silence only helps the harasser, not you. And always try to do the right thing. Right thing might not be easy, but right thing gives you that power to. I just remember a beautiful quote where there is supposed to have a backbone, you should not let the wishbone grow. So you should always do the right thing and spread the right word across, and never be silenced to any kind of abuse online and offline. And of course, I welcome with open arms to every volunteer who wants to join a cyber harassment support. There is no strategy behind this mission. It's just compassion and the feeling towards humanity that I have started it. I want government to support. I want people to support. I don't want to earn anything out of it. What I want to earn is that people should understand their rights. People should understand that sharing data is not a casual act, it's a very serious act. We should not be a puppet to AI or any kind of technology. We are the drivers as human beings, and they are just tools to help us out. So let's understand that. Let's give our future generation the right direction so that they can take correct decisions and our society as a whole grows. And as I said from the beginning of this conversation, growth is always collective, it cannot be individual. If my neighbor is not happy, I can never be happy. So it's, if we think deep into it, so that's how it is, and we have to give our future generation a right direction. So, yeah, please join me. Please understand the importance of this hour, that we are actually, it's a burning issue across the world where our senior citizens are losing their money, the hard earned money in digital arrest or any kind of scams online. And our teenagers are suffering because of cyberbullying, sextortion. And online abuse can actually lead to a lot of mental issues, and people can get into depression, and that is also not a taboo to be treated. We have to help those people, our fellows, to get out of those things. Yeah. And I also want government support to support CHS, to give us, even if it's not funding, at least funding is always good. I can grow my organization, have more paid employees, and that will help the economy as well. But to let me know those communities where I can actually go and spread awareness. And when I talk about community, it is about LGBTQ, it's about women, it's about children, it's about seniors. We do not discriminate at the name of language, caste, color, creed, or any kind of boundaries. As I said, it's a global problem.
Fantastic. So, how much of these education are being actually taught to our youngsters today? I'm not aware of it. Just let me know whether in Canada there are particular subjects which are being taught in early school career itself to the children about the security data and all that. Is there anything like that happening already, or do you think we should actually be starting something like this?
So I have been talking to trustees, school board trustees regarding this. No dedicated education as such to high schoolers or preschoolers has been happening in Canada, India. I can't say about other part of the globe, but in India, Canada, and US as well, I don't see that it's happening. It's happening in chunks, like a webinar happened or a club happening or something like that. But there's no dedicated education or a subject that is there, which is a major concern, which I want to raise and I have been raising. That the way we have moral education, the way we have general knowledge, the way we have mathematics or English, we should have cybersecurity, not in detail, not like it becomes a professional study or engineering, but with every age group they have to understand that this is how you should be behaving responsibly online. This is what the privacy settings are. This is how you should be doing. Say Snapchat is a major problem right now with youngsters. A lot of youngsters, they add strangers and from their child pornography and a lot of other things, and could be substance abuse as well, because schools are pretty much physically safe. But then how do these children get into all this kind of activities? It's because of the online platforms. So I I have been advocating that. I really want that this should be a part of the curriculum. So that is the next step. But I have already started taking steps towards including cybersecurity as a subject in school curriculum in Canada. So I have been writing emails. Maybe that would be the first step, and then we can actually try to include something in the curriculum which is dedicated for online safety and data.
Maybe, I mean, it may be a good idea to start with a book itself. I mean, need not be a generic book, but probably a book for young children, a book for, let's say, slightly older children into higher education, and for parents in a separate way. And maybe that would be a good start point, at least for some information available in a standardized manner. I don't know whether it is already there. I'm not sure about it, but you have any thoughts on that?
It's a wonderful idea. And there are some books which speak about child rights online and those kind of things, but I haven't come across something which is dedicatedly for children, speaking to children regarding their rights online. I don't know. Viewers might comment if they know already if such kind of things are happening, but I'm pretty sure that there are books available from a different organization, certified organization about child safety. But children books, I'm not sure about online safety. About writing book, yeah, I am writing a book, but not really about this kind of safety, but I'm writing a book, why CHS came up and what is the journey of a non-profit. And that might come up in a year or so, as soon as we reach a landmark of making any kind of a difference. So I'm trying to document it, where it started, what was the drive behind it, and what are the challenges of actually building a non-profit without any funding, without any support, just a drive to make a difference in the world.
That's fantastic. So now moving on, cyber harassment affects everyone differently. So women, teens, even family members, and obviously you mentioned also about elders. So everybody gets affected in a different way. So what are the biggest hurdles victims face, like underreporting, legal gaps, and so on and so forth? What are those things which you have already seen while addressing the challenges of these different groups?
Yeah, so you rightly said that cyber harassment affects people differently, and the hurdles they face vary different too. So when it comes to women and girls, higher risk of, sexual harassment, image-based abuse, stalking. Then when it comes to teens, it fear of parents, shame, peer pressure, panic, or self-harm risk. When it is seniors, it's higher vulnerability to scam, impersonation, financial losses, or isolation. There could be newcomers. I also came to Canada, or an immigrant, fear of police, legal system, language barriers, or not finding your own community. And then public facing people like you, like professional creators, for reputational damage or doxing or work related things. And then when it comes to LGBTQ people, then that could be targeted hate or outgoing threats or coordinated harassment. So these are the kind of things that I have seen mostly around people. So common hurdles that I see why people do not report is that they think that they blame themselves for this kind of things. Maybe it's my fault. I could have been more careful. Those kind of things, and sometimes they fear escalation, especially for teenagers. They think that, okay, my parents will now come to know what will be the issue and those kind of things, and they think that threats become worse if they report, which is not true though, but yeah, that's how it happens. And thirdly, not knowing what to do. And why it happens is not because they do not know, but because of panic and confusion. They do not know what to do. And they do not know how to record evidences. Evidences disappear, like messages are deleted or the accounts vanish. And then platform reporting might also be a problem. They might, the turnaround time may be slow or ineffective, or police or legal processes feel intimidating to some people. Like going to a police might become, they feel little intimidated. And emotional trauma can also affect it, like anxiety, insomnia, fear, loss of focus, sometimes family when it comes to sextortion and those kind of things for women. There might be community pressure, don't talk about it, those kind of things. And financial harm like fraud, extortion, identity threats, and those kind of things. And then isolation, no one to talk to, don't know where to go and talk. So Cyber harassment isn't just online drama. It can become emotional trauma, reputational damage, financial loss, and real world safety risk. And victims often struggle to report because of fear, shame, and lack of support. So that is where we pitch in, and we want to support them, give them right direction, give them right knowledge. Because when somebody is in a problem because of panic and because of all those things that I mentioned, they might not take the right steps. It might be very simple. For example, as I was talking, a lady who is a social media influencer has multiple accounts. She's very tech savvy because she knows what is where. But because of the panic of her reputational damage, she could not report a simple form. Not because she didn't know. She needed someone to pat on her shoulder. Don't worry, everything is fine. You have been harassed. It's not your fault. And then she did the same steps. And that is where we come in and we give right directions.
But now let's get real practical. Let's say somebody is actually currently dealing with a problem related to, some kind of harassment. So what are the top three advice from spotting a red flag to seeking help from you or CHS?
So, first thing is that when there is any such kind of a problem, do not panic. It's do not engage with the abuser. If somebody is asking you money or any kind of thing, stop there. Do not engage with them. Do not negotiate with them. And then, if you think there is any kind of threat that is coming from any platform, then take screenshots, record all the evidences, reach out to us. There are certain helpline numbers as well that you can connect to depending on your country where you live in. But I would always say if there is any life threatening situations, then for Canada, always call 911 or emergency lines, whichever is appropriate for your reason. And if you are not able to figure out any right solutions, then reach out to us. I mentioned my phone number and my website. Some red flags could be somebody who, if somebody is creating a lot of urgency or pressure on you, say, reply right now, this is your last chance to win a lottery, do it in 5 minutes. That's a red flag. Or secrecy, like do not tell anyone. Somebody is telling, oh, this is a good deal, do not tell anyone, keep it between us. That's a red flag. Or there are threats or blackmail that I will expose you, I will ruin you, or send it to your family. Those kind of things are red flags. Money requests like, okay, give me some money on this gift card, or some emergency stories like, give me money, I'm stuck up in customs, or those kind of things. Then it's a problem. And another red flag could be if sharing OTPs or code requests, like ask you for SMS code or WhatsApp code or email code, then that's a problem. If you move off the platform first, like if somebody asks you, mostly cases of honey trapping is somebody asks you that they meet you on Facebook, you do not know them. First of all, do not add anyone, a stranger, on Facebook or Instagram or any social media or Snapchat. But if they immediately become very sweet with you and tell them that let's switch platforms, let's go to WhatsApp or Telegram or those kind of private media, immediately that's a red flag. There could be some too good to be true things like instant romance, job offers, sponsorships, free money. Whether it's too good to be true, actually it is. You have to give it a second thought. Or there could be guilt or emotional manipulation. If you love me, you would do this. Those kind of things are trying to prove your love or affection towards someone could be a huge red flag, especially for girls. This is open even for boys these days as well. Ask for any kind of private videos or pictures. Just one picture, just one video could be a trap. It can go to sextortion in future. See, for if there are very new accounts, few posts, and they start engaging with you, inconsistent details like name, location, job, time zone are different, or stolen identity. Do reverse image search, Google Lenses, you can see if that person is actually the same person that they're claiming to. Those are some of the red flags. And especially for payment, do not click on any unknown links, and check the domains wherever it is, and never download any kind of app from anywhere. Always use Google App Store or Apple Store to download apps, and do not give remote access to anyone to your devices, because there are also tech support scams in which they take remote access and steal a lot of information from you. And also be careful about investment scams, because they say that, okay, if you give money, we will double it. But let me talk about simple steps. First thing is that whenever you face any such kind of things which feels to be little off, pause, don't reply emotionally, or to take immediate steps. Second, do not pay. Do not share OTP. Do not click on links. And then screenshot, save evidences, messages, usernames, dates, everything. First save, because even if you go to lawmaking agency tomorrow, they will need those evidences. And if there are certain things like you get a call, because of AI, voices can be morphed and even videos can be morphed. Suppose you get a call that somebody is kidnapped, or I am in such and such trap. Do not act immediately. It's better to give a call to that same number from another phone number and just cross check. And suppose somebody is doing sextortion or those kind of things, first thing is block and report that on the same platform. And if there are threats or blackmail, tell a trusted person. Report to local authorities. And if you are feeling scared, reach out to us. If you need support, then CHS is here. Reach out to us. So there could be many. I just tried to cover a whole lot of scenarios that are there. There can be a lot of scenarios like WhatsApp cloning, sextortion, fake job offer, instant impersonation. So there could be a lot of things, but I just tried to cover few of this. And I always try to cover all the recent scams that are happening on my WhatsApp channel. If anybody is interested, they are welcome. The number is the same where I have my WhatsApp group, and I try to talk about all the scams that are happening throughout the world.
Okay, so I being part of that group, I see the updates every day. You keep posting about at least 3-4 posts every day on the WhatsApp group. But Varsha, a couple of things. One is that WhatsApp has its own limitation, right? I mean, you probably can have few thousand people max, but then beyond that, it would be difficult to grow. That's one. And number two, the fraud is happening across the globe, across the time, 24/7. So how do you take care of such calls which are inward, and how do you make sure that when you are actually not available, for example, your daytime is our nighttime and vice versa. So how somebody is taking care of those inward calls or emails when you are not operating them?
First of all, we have board of directors across the globe. So we have people in India, we have people in US, mostly in India and US, some in UK as well. So we have, I will be listing, you do not have the numbers, I believe, but if you go to our website, our members that is there in the website, you can go and see them, and in the LinkedIn, you can access them. Apart from that, there is a chat option and an email option that is there. You can always leave a message in the chat and the email option in the website, and somebody will definitely try to get back to you. But as I mentioned from the starting of the call, if it's a life threatening situation, if it is something that you need immediate assistance on, then please reach out to the emergency lines. Because even if you come to us in such situations, we will redirect you to immediately to reach to someone if it's a life threatening situation. But if you need directions of how to deal with a case and how to be empowered with the knowledge, then we are the right people to reach to. So, yeah, in our website, you will figure out all our board members across different countries. We are trying to partner with different people, but for now, use the email address, the phone number, and the chat channels, and our board of directors pages. You can go and just connect with them. Somebody will definitely reach out to you. Our SLA is almost like 1 day or 5 hours of time to get back to you.
Okay. And so moving ahead, how do you see this organization growing in the next 5 years? I'm sure there'll be a lot more people joining you in this endeavor. But is there a vision that by in the next 5 years you have some idea about how things are going to grow?
Yeah, we want to first target on educating people, and so we want to run consistent seminars and webinars. Seminars in Oakville, local base, and libraries, schools, and senior groups, and repeat the victim support flow that we are currently doing. We will have intake forms, triage checklist, and referrals. And we will collect some impact matrices that we can share with people so that there is visibility, reliability, and not just passion. And in next 6 to 8 months, CHS is looking forward for fundable programs, like at least some flagship programs. We have tried for some funding, government fundings, and we want to package three flagship programs that we are looking forward to. First, teen digital safety and sextortion prevention, women online safety and empowerment, senior scams and identity protection. Build a trainer model in which volunteers can deliver session. We can bring in some part-time as well as full-time volunteers as well. We want to create a global network maybe in next 18 to 13 months. We are already in phase of that. Trees like we have presence in Nigeria. We want to target in Kenya. After Kenya, we want to target in Ghana and Uganda. I'm speaking about these countries because I have been receiving cases from there. So CHS stays as a standard contained hub, template, safety guides, and what the responses should be. We are planning to, as I said, the tool launch a simple fraud reality check pilot tool that we are going to do in couple of days, and that is something can help public. This is one of its kind wherein it's open to public to check whether it's a fraud or a real video that has been captured. So the biggest growth lever for us is that we turn complicated cyber issues to simple actions, offering non-judgmental support, building trust in communities. And I want to advocate about the cyber laws to let the communities know what it exactly means in simple language. So in that combination, we want to scale. CHS will grow by building strong local foundation in Oakville, converting our work into repeatable programs, and expanding globally through partner-led webinars and toolkits. So support becomes accessible, not dependent just on one person. That is the whole idea. And yeah, at the end, we need all your support and trust to grow.
I'm sure it's such a novel idea. I'm sure a lot of people will join. And one of the reasons we are doing this podcast today is helping you to reach out to some of our audience who might be interested, who might be interested to volunteer also with you and join you. So before we let you go, when Varsha is not working, how she is actually relaxing and what exactly her break times are? I mean, what kind of activities, or you read something, or you have some interesting habit which you would like to share?
I'm a mom. I love to spend time with my daughter. Most of the times, we love to go out or cook for each other. That is something that we do. So that is how I spend my time, and I write sometimes. But yeah, I would say Mm, anytime, anywhere I go or whatever I do, in the back of my mind, I always look around and see how information is flooded, how things are happening. And I spend most of my time looking into those. I do not go anything beyond IT to read or something. But I keep on looking into different IT laws, connecting with people, understanding the problem. Even when I go to grocery shopping or anything, I look into the information if it is something is being shared, if something is going wrong somewhere. I think this is something which is inbuilt in me. I do not want people to be harassed at any point in any which way, online or offline. So even if I'm free, maybe I'm at some point engaged into all these things. I keep on writing. I do a lot of blog writing about different issues. A lot of I feel a lot of compassion for LGBTQ. I feel a lot of compassion for sexism that happens in IT industry. Feel a lot of um, questions being asked about AI replacing human work. Those kind of things. I write about those social issues. I spend a lot of time with my daughter, and I keep on working because that's how it has been here in Canada.
Okay. And what's the name of your blog, if our followers can also look at it and follow you?
If you go to my website, www.chssupport.org. That's a blogging section there. It's not just about me blogging there. There are a lot of other good writers, those who write there. You can read about the social issues that are there. Also, let me know if there is something that is bothering that we really need to raise our voice on. We will do it. You can find my LinkedIn pages on my website, my Insta page, and Facebook pages. There also, I keep on posting. As you said, that WhatsApp has limitations. I do agree. So you can get all the posts that I do on WhatsApp on my social media pages. And I want to welcome people or the viewers, those who are watching this. If there is anything that is bothering you online which has not been addressed, or you need any kind of support or information, you're more than welcome to reach to me, to reach to sir, and we can connect again. We can talk about different IT laws. We can talk about cyberbullying because it's a vast subject, as Mr. Mishra correctly said. So, if you want any particular topic to be simply explained or get deep into it, we can always have detailed webinars about those topics.
And thank you for doing all simplification of this complex problem. I hope we will catch you again and understand about different aspects about the challenges we have in hand. I think in the world of AI, as AI becomes stronger and it moving towards AGI, as everybody is talking about AGI, ASI, and agentic AI, and so on and so forth. And then some new term has come up, which is called the singularity. So with all those new things happening in the world of AI, I'm sure the threats also will continue to grow. And your human work, your and your entire global team of human work, trying to help people in the difficult time is very important, and you're doing a fantastic work, and I wish you a lot of success. And I really wish that you actually think about this book for different age categories. I'm sure there is a need for it and people will really benefit out of it.
For sure, for sure. Thank you. Thank
Thank
you
you
so
so much.
much for calling me on your show. And this topic is very close to my heart. And thanks for calling me. And when your viewers respond back, we will come up with more topics. And I would love to speak to you and your viewers again.
Fantastic. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much. Thank you. Thank you, everyone who is listening to us. Thank you.
Hope you enjoyed this episode. We sincerely wish you could take something from our conversation today and be able to apply it to your life in a positive way. We value your feedback. This can help us improve our future episodes. So share your thoughts to serve you better. If you want us to focus on a topic which you think is of importance, let us know. We will share our expertise in future episodes.